Hello again and welcome everybody. We're here back at the signature table at Fisher's Test Kitchen for another wonderful episode of Cooking with Sun King. It's me, Chef Steven, here to bring you delicious WeMac battered fish and chips. We're gonna pull some really great products from our good friends at Green Bean Delivery. Really easy batter, really easy sauce. So follow along and let's have some fun. So to get started, we are going to make our batter. This starts with just a few simple ingredients. We're going to do cornstarch for some crispiness, some flour for some nice structure, of course WeMac, our delicious Scottish style ale, an egg, and of course just a little bit of salt. So we've got just about a cup of flour here. It doesn't matter if it's sifted because we are going to whisk this. And then equal parts cornstarch, so a cup again. And again, this just provides a nice, fluffy, light batter. If it was all flour, it could get kind of heavy, kind of cakey almost. And then we're gonna whisk that together with just a little pinch of salt. We're gonna set that aside and prep our wet ingredients. We're gonna take about 12 ounces of our WeMac Scottish style ale. This is a 16-ounce can, so guess what? You get to drink the rest. We'll say there. So we've got some great Spring Valley Farm eggs. Good, just happy chickens. One nice egg for a little bit of protein and some structure. Carbonation in the beer is what's going to make this a nice light batter. Keeps things super light. All of the bubbles are going to work towards our advantage here. And then when we batter the fish and fry it, it'll be nice, light, and crispy. Cool. Oh gosh. I'm just going to dump the whole thing in. And then I'm going to bring it over and whisk it. We do not want to overmix this. The more you mix it, the more you'll form that gluten in the flour and your batter will become kind of gummy and chewy. So that's why we let this sit for 20 minutes. This allows everything to absorb all of the moisture and of course allows that gluten to relax. That way we have a nice, super light and crispy fish fry. If there are a couple lumps, that's totally fine. Again, we're gonna let this sit. That flour is going to absorb all of that liquid and we'll be ready to go. The Cooking with Sun King Olympics. So to prepare our fish, we've got some really great Atlantic cod that is wild caught, again, available from our friends at Green Bean Delivery. We've got these nice little 4-ounce fillets. And we are going to portion them into 2-ounce sections. So you can either cross lengthwise or go against. And we will just go against, give those a slice. We want to season these with salt and pepper first. On both sides, of course. Perfect. Give that a pat. We'll let that sit. So, while our batter is resting, we are going to make our tartar sauce. Now this is a little less traditional than normal. We are still using kind of the same mayo base, but we're gonna reach out to our friends at Cleveland Kraut, of course, Cleveland, Ohio, for this delicious whiskey dill sauerkraut. It's gonna add a nice little dill flavor, which we all love with our fish. Of course, that nice little tartness that of normal pickle would, a little bit of sugar, and then some salt and pepper. So we're gonna go in mayo first. We got our kraut, sprinkle, sprinkle. A little bit of sugar to balance everything out. Pepper, pepper, pepper. And we mix. So, to fry our fish, we are going to batter all of our pieces of cod and then only fry these about 3 or 4 pieces at a time. Our oil's at 350 degrees. And the more cold things you add to a hot oil, you drop that temperature down and you make things less crispy. That oil will absorb into your batter and it'll be kind of spongy and it's just not very good. So just 3 to 4 pieces at a time. We're gonna then move that to a sheet pan with a rack and some paper towels underneath to collect all our grease. And we should be good to go. Turning once if necessary. Sometimes they like to get a little floater. So as we pull things out of the fryer, we want to make sure we're going to fry this for about 5 to 6 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes, depending on the size of your fish. We are looking for golden brown and delicious. And once we are done, we can move those to our wired rack with some paper towels underneath. We do want to season that as soon as it comes out. And if you are doing this for a group, you can keep this in a low oven at about, I don't know, let's say 170, 180 degrees or so. Tiny little fryers like this have great lids to not only save your countertops, but your face, because there is still just a little bit of water inside of that fish, and of course inside of the batter. And when you add water to oil, it likes to pop. So just be careful, you know, safety first. So while we wait for this fish to finish, we're gonna cut up some lemons if you'd like to squeeze that fresh over the top. We'll let that drain here for just a second, and we'll transfer them over. Of course, again, just a nice light little sprinkle of salt. Oh yeah. So our fish is done and resting. We're gonna use just the same fryer, about 350 degrees, to fry off these delicious Yukon Select fries from our good friends at Alexia, and then we'll go to plate. It should be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's good. Nice big handful of French fries. And
because you have to rest it because you can't put it on anything.
No. We're back in business.
All right.
Woo! So we're just waiting for our fries to finish up, and then we can go to plate. So just to kind of recap everything, we've got our WeMac batter, just a little bit of cornstarch, of course some beer, a little bit of flour, salt and pepper, and an egg for some nice tenderness. We've got our French fries from our good friends at Alexia, and then we've got our tartar sauce, made with that delicious whiskey dill Cleveland kraut, and then we're gonna eat and drink a beer and call it a day. Yeah, let's do that. It's twice. It's twice, you guys. You wanna let that oil drain, just in case your fryer handle comes off. It's fixable. It's supposed to do that. And of course, while they are sitting here, we'll transfer them over here even. Let's do that. While your fries are hot, of course, we want to season with salt and a little bit of pepper if you want to. All right, so everything's ready to go. We're gonna do a nice little squeeze of lemon over the top. We're gonna serve that, of course, with our whiskey dill tartar sauce and enjoy a nice cold WeMac. Whoa.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. Thanks for following along with our WeMac fish and chips. Of course, if you want that ingredient list, it's going to be right below. Of course, greenbeandelivery.com/blog. We want to thank them for delivering all of this stuff to us at the brewery. We also want to thank the Signature Table at Fisher's Test Kitchen for hosting us today. We want to really thank everyone for coming along this journey with us today. Of course, if you like what we're doing, the like and subscribe buttons are below. If you like what I'm wearing, those links are below. We have a really great bunch of resources for all of you to cook along with all of us. Once again, everybody, I'm Chef Steven. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.